What up, guys? We're back with another beer review. It's again from Argentina. This is Andy's Origen Mendocina Fresquita. Fresquita? I think it's a fruit beer. I think there's probably going to be some strawberry aspects or something like that going on. Or maybe Mendocina is, I don't know. So there's certain Spanish words I'm so just like, I don't know. But this is 4.5% ABV. It is 11 IBU. IBC is color, so it's 7, whatever that is. And it's a lager. Oh, it tells you all the good info on the side. They use a Pilsner and Munich malt. Let's see, it's Cascade and Azaka hops. They give you all the good stuff, but yeah, I don't know. This brand, I don't know if you'd really call it a craft beer. I'm not really sure, but it's kind of, if it is craft, it is one of the most widely available craft beers down here. So you get a lot of different options. Usually they're pretty minimal. I mean, they're pretty basic, but they have options. They have a red IPA that I want to check out. I'm hoping it's a brute IPA. I feel like a brute IPA in a wine country like Argentina would be perfect. I miss the brute IPAs. Maybe I was one of 3 people, but I liked just that movement when it hit the United States, but it just kind of disappeared, which is unfortunate because I liked it. Maybe it'll come back. Anyways, let's get it pouring. It's just a really yellowy, almost like a mountain, not quite Mountain Dew yellow, but really clear. I don't think you can quite see how yellow it is on the camera, but anyways, check this out. Get into the review, get into the smell. Ooh. It is really a clean hoppiness. It's almost like a fresh cut grass with lemon in there. Like legit, that's what it smells like. If you had like the fresh cut grass of spring and almost like a lemon, like a tea. Like a lemon tea. Like I can just picture it. Just mowed the lawn, get the fresh grass in the air, and just sipping on like a tea afterwards. That's what this smells like. And there's almost like a floral thing going on, almost like a hint of vanilla too. This is one of the most interesting smelling beers I've smelled in a while, and in a good way. I'm really interested to try this, but in terms of aroma, one of the best smelling beers I've tried, maybe in the last year at least. So I'm going to recommend it on aroma. Let's get into the taste. All right. So on the very base, you have your lager. You just kind of like corn or wheat base. That's like the base. The clean kind of wheat base. Sometimes you get a little funky with other beer. No, this is very clean, but you can taste the undertone is a lager. So that's what you're starting off of. That's what you're building on. And then you're starting to get into that the hoppiness. But again, the hops are it's only 11 IBU, but you're almost getting like the essence of the taste of the hops without the bitterness. So you're getting kind of that's really where that lemon taste is coming from. So you get like that lemon, like he almost gave a little squirt of lemon in your water. That's kind of the level of lemon you're getting in this. But you got the lemon, and it's got that earthy grass tone to it. Not super pronounced, but it's in there. It's really interesting. It's almost, if you've ever had like a Japanese tea beer, and you had that kind of just subtle, maybe not green tea, but there's like, it's a lager with just a bit of a tea taste going on. That's kind of what this is. So it's almost like a lager with a lemony tea top on it, with just the subtle taste of mellow hops without the bitterness. I think it's actually really refreshing because it really, I mean, it's a lager. I still, you taste the lager, especially once you kind of search for it and find it, and you get those standard lager tasting notes. It's like, okay, I can follow this through, and then you're just kind of hitting off the different tastes as you go. I think this would be, if you have friends that hate IPAs, they hate the bitterness, this would be a really good one to start warming them up to more hop notes in it, because it's not bitter hoppy, but you can taste it a little bit. You can kind of like layer this in, then you find something with, you know, like a 25 or 30 IBU, like a session IPA, and then just kind of slowly build on top of that. But I think this is I think this is pretty refreshing, and I like it because you don't always get different, like your standard lager, it's not always easy to kind of deviate off the established track, but this one does it well. I'm liking this, so I'm going to recommend it on taste. Next category is value for price. I got this ridiculously cheap. I don't know if it was on sale or something, but I got it. It cost 296 pesos, and at the moment, I haven't checked in a couple days, and exchange rates, because of inflation here, are a daily thing. Last I checked, $1 was about 530, 540 pesos. So 200, like a sub 300, we're looking at like 60 cents. Maybe not even that, maybe like 55 cents. So yeah, hard to beat a decent to good tasting beer for a half a dollar. So I'm gonna recommend it on price. Next category is distinction, and yeah, because I would qualify this as a lager, because I mean that's the base. It even calls itself a lager on the side, but there's enough interesting stuff going on with it that it's like, okay, this is a lager, but it's different, and there's other stuff going on. And sometimes you drink your standard lager, you drink it with one swig, you get it. You know what it tastes like. But this, you got to take a couple extras to really start to break it down, and I really like that about this. So I'm going to recommend it on distinction. And next category is drinkability, and yeah, absolutely. I mean, so it's 4.5% ABV. So I think that's pretty close to what a Budweiser is. It's within a couple percentage points, and I think it works. It's very easy to drink. It's a refreshing beer. I feel like, yeah, this is definitely something you can drink after, a late spring day, like on the weekends, and you don't really want a bunch of beers. You just want one to just kind of, beat the heat a little bit. Or, maybe you're just outside taking something in, you're just kind of chilling. This would be just a great beer for that. That really pairs well with that. And, yeah, very easy to drink, so I'm going to recommend it on drinkability. And last category is would I buy it again? And honestly, yes. It stands out well enough for me to be like, okay, I like this. I'm going to remember it, which is half the battle. There's so many beers out here, or just everywhere. You drink it, whatever. And then you forget what it tastes like. You couldn't really describe it to somebody other than, it's an IPA. It's a lager. But this has enough interesting things going on where I could pick it out and I could, be like, oh yeah, it kind of has this fresh cut grass meets, tea after, cut in the lawn taste. But it's still a lager. I'll be able to remember that and cite that whenever I see this beer. So I will be buying it again. And that means, for the first time since coming back and doing the beer reviews, I recommended it for all of the categories, which means this gets the official Two Dudes stamp of approval. And yeah, this was just, I had absolutely no idea what I was getting into this. Sometimes some beers you have a decent idea what's going to happen. This, not a clue, and I was very surprised in a good way, and I think it's fantastic. And I haven't had too many of these Andes Origen beers, Mendocina beers, and gonna have to get more. So yeah, that's the review. Like, subscribe, do all the good stuff. Let me know other beers I should be checking out in the comments, or just let me know whatever. And so yeah, so for myself and for Andy's Origen Mendocina Fresquita,